The Ural mountains rise like an ancient, frozen spine dividing Europe from Asia. Here, in this vast wildernesses of Russia's far north, temperatures can drop to -60 градусов Celsius, and winds howl like wolves across the endless tundra. Yet amid this brutal beauty, a resilient people have thrived for centuries, the Nenites, nomades of the Arctic. Their story is not one of comfort, but of courage, tradition, and the unbreakable bond between man, reindeer, and the frozen land. Defis. 1. Dawn in the frozen tundra. The first light of the Arctic morning is pale and ghastly, spreading slowly over the endless white. Inside a chum, the traditional conical tent made of reindeer hides, smoke rises gently from a small fire. The air is thick with the scent of burning wood and fat. A Nenites woman, Anya, stirs a pot of tea made from melted snow and dried herbs. Her husband, Sir J, sharpens his knife by the fire. The couple's children are still asleep, wrapped in thick fur blankets. Outside, their herd of reindeer shifts restlessly, steam rising from their nostrils into the freezing air. For the Nenites, this is an ordinary morning, a moment of quiet before another day of survival begins. Defis. 2. The heartbeat of the tundra, the reindeer. Reindeer are the lifeblood of the Nenites people. Every family OWNS hundreds of them, and their survival depends on the herd. The reindeer provide meat, milk, fur, bones, and transportation. Sir J stays outside, his fur boots crunching into the snow. He calls to the herd in a soft chant passed down from his ancestors. The animals respond with low grunts, recognizing his voice. Each reindeer has a purpose. Some pull sledges, others provide milk, and the strongest males lead the migration. Today, the family prepares to move their camp. The tundra is never still, the Nenites follow the reindeer as they search for fresh lichen, the only food that grows under the snow. Their journey will cover hundreds of kilometers, across frozen rivers, forests, and mountains. Defis. 3. The Great Migration. Migration is the rhythm of Nenites life. Twice a year, inshore families pack up their world and move across the Arctic wildernesses. Sir J's family begins the process. It is a scene of ancient order and chaos. The chum is dismantled, each reindeer hide carefully folded. Wooden sledges are loaded with furs, pots, towels, and even small children. The reindeer are harnessed in long lines. The caravan begins to move, dozens of sledges gliding silently through the snow. The tundra stretches endlessly around them, white and untouched. The cold wind beats at their faces, but they are protected by layers of reindeer fur and wool. For days, they travel across the ice. The sun rises and sets without warmth. Sometimes, snowstorms swallow the world in blinding white. When that happens, they stop and huddle together for warmth, waiting for the storm to pass. Their only shelter is their fate in the land and in each other. Defis. 4. The children of the north. Life for Nenites children is harsh but full of freedom. From an early age, they learn to ride reindeer, tie harnesses, and build fires in the snow. Education comes not from books, but from nature and survival. Anya's eldest son, Yuri, is just 10 years old, but he already knows how to find lichen under deep snow and how to guide a sled through blizzards. His younger sister, Lida, helps her mother prepare food, reindeer meat boiled in snow water and frozen fish sliced thin like glass. At night, around the fire, the elders tell stories, tales of spirits that live in the ice, and of ancestors who once walked across the sky. The children listen wide-eyed, learning not just to survive, but to belong to this world of snow and silence. Defis. 5. The harsh reality of winter. Winter in the Ural mountains is not a season, it is a test of endurance. The temperature drops so low that metal freezes to skin, and even blood turns to ice crystals. The Nenites face these months with quiet strength. Inside the chum, the fire burns constantly. Every piece of fuel is precious, driftwood from rivers, or dried reindeer dung collected during summer. Food is rationed carefully. The men hunt for more meat, sometimes traveling for days on sledges to find wild game. One night, a storm hit us with terrifying force. The wind screams across us the tundra, and snow piles against the chum like a white wall. Inside, the family huddles together. The reindeer are tied in a circle outside, their bodies forming a living barrier against the wind. When morning comes, the world is buried under snow. But the Nenites rise, shake off the frost, and continue. Survival here is not a choice, it is a way of life. Дефис. 6. Spirit and tradition. The Nenites are not just survivors, they are keepers of an ancient culture. Every part of their life carries spiritual meaning. Before a migration, surges stand as facing the rising sun, offering a silent prayer to the spirit of the tundra. They believe the land is alive, that every mountain, river, and reindeer has a soul. To disrespect the land is to invite misfortune. Their festivals are rare but beautiful. During spring, when the sun returns after long months of darknesses, they gather to sing, dance, and jive tongues. Women wear bright traditional clothes, red, blue, and green embroidered with patterns of snowflakes and reindeer. Drummers echo across the tundra, and for one night, the cold seems to disappear. Дефис. 7. The challenge of the modern world. In recent years, the Nenites way of life has come under threat. Oil and gas companies have entered their lands, building roads and pipelines across the tundra. The migration routes of the reindeer are being disrupted. Younger generations, drawn by the promise of modern life, sometimes leave for cities. But many return, unable to forget the silence of the tundra, the call of the reindeer, and the warmth of the chum's fire. Sergei's family has seen the helicopters and trucks of the outside world. They know change is coming. But for now, they continue their journey, following the old paths, guided by the stars and the wind. Дефис. 8. A night under the northern lights. As evening falls, the sky erupts in color, green, pink, and violet waves dance above the snow. The northern lights shimmer silently, painting the tundra in dreamlike light. Anya stays outside the chum, her breath rising like smoke. The reindeer are quiet, resting after a long day's travel. The children gaze upward, their faces glowing in the light. For a moment, time seems to stand still. This is their reward, the beauty of a world untouched by modern noise, the gift of survival in one of the harshest places on earth. Дефис. 9. The eternal cycle. The Nenites know that spring will come again. The snow will melt, rivers will awaken, and the tundra will bloom with moss and flowers. The reindeer will grow strong again, and the migration will continue, just as it has for thousands of years. Their life is not easy, but it is full of meaning. In every step, every fire, every song, the Nenites carry the wisdom of their ancestors. The Ural mountains watch silently over them, eternal and unchanging, a reminder that in the heart of the Arctic, true strength lies not in conquering nature, but in living with it. Дефис. Conclusion. In the end, the Nenites story is one of balance and resilience, a reminder that humanity can still exist in harmony with the wild. In a world racing toward modernity, these Arctic nomads remain the guardians of an ancient truth. That survival is not about dominance, but connection to the land, the animals, and to each other.